So before you panic thinking that you have another lesson and you're already overloaded, this is not a lesson, but we are going to be covering some of the common questions that come along with healing and learning healing and all the stuff you guys are working on right now. So we're going to cover a lot. We're going to cover some of those common things that are probably happening to you. You may or may not have asked me already. Things like sniffing, things like when your dog is just completely checked out, no amount of back or healing is going to work anymore. We're going to cover when your sit is crooked, trying to remedy that. We're going to cover if your correction is not necessarily effective in the way that you would want. And we're going to add some turns. Turns are going to be added for a couple of reasons. We do have to change direction from if we're going one way, we're going to now be going the other way. So we're going to talk about our 2 turns. Those are also really helpful if you're dealing with some distractions that you can't really combat. Say there's a dog coming along the way or a squirrel or something like that where you don't really want to be just correcting your dog. We don't want to be correcting our dogs for looking at other dogs either. We do want them to notice that we're there. We just don't want them to react how they've probably been reacting. So we're going to add turns. Turns are going to be 180 degrees. So you're going north, now you're going south, right? Not 90 degrees. Those are pretty straightforward. So we're going to be covering those turns, but you're going to have them in your kind of back pocket for when you are dealing with one of those distractions. Instead of just tightening up on the leash, tensing up, maybe you do 7 turns. Turn this way, turn that way, turn this way, go 30 steps, turn this way. What's going to happen is your dog is going to join you on that walk and realize that you're there instead of just straightforward motion, can't take their eyes off of whatever the distraction is. So you're going to use it for lots of different things, but of course just change direction is also really key. And just change it up. Keep the walk interesting so they don't get bored. We are supposed to be going to different places to walk, but we're not quite ready for that. So instead we're just going to mix it up on our actual walk that we're doing or in the little square that you've been doing in front of your house or in your backyard or whatever it is. All right, so we got lots of stuff to cover, but don't panic. This is something you can maybe watch next week. Maybe you're not really having these issues quite yet, or maybe you are and you're really thankful that this video is coming out. So, all right, so sit tight, here we come.